Now suppose if we want to make some changes to any of this layer, then what we can do? Let's take the example of the smart copy first. We need to just double click it and it will open in a new window. And now we can make any changes to this layer. Let's create a black and white adjustment layer and it will turn it into a black and white image. Press Ctrl or Command S on your keyboard, or you can also go to File and choose Save and just turn this layer off, and you can see this black and white effect has been updated everywhere this smart object or the copy of this smart object is available. You can see. But now if we take this simple layer here, and if we want to make some changes in this layer, if we just double click it, it will not open in a new window, rather it has opened a layer style window, which we don't want. So let's create a black and white adjustment layer, or maybe this time let's create a brightness or contrast adjustment, and let's decrease the brightness, make it darker. You can see the change are applied here, but it is not affecting other layers. Like we have one copy of simple layer over here, one here and one here and one here. So let's rearrange them once again. So if we want to affect all these layers, then we have to do that manually again and again. We need to create a brightness layer, and let's create a clipping mask by pressing Alt or clicking here, or pressing Alt or Option and clicking between these two layers, and it will create a clipping mask so that it will affect on the layer below it. But see, it has not affected every layer. So that is the manual task. We have to do that manually, and that would take lots of time. Whereas if it is a smart object, we can again just double click this smart object and it will open in a new window. We can make again any changes to this layer and press Ctrl or Command S, close this document, and it will automatically apply the changes in every layer in our document. Let me show you one more example of using the smart object. Smart objects are very useful and are usually used in the design mockups. If you are not aware of the design mockups, then let me tell you that the design mockups are some designs which are created mostly in the Adobe Photoshop, where certain elements are made of smart layers, which layers can easily be replaced with the new one, or any changes on those elements or those layers can be made with few mouse clicks. So this is a wall frame mockup which I have created, and I have created it for sharing my work on the social media platforms, and this is made of the smart object, you can see. And if I want to change this image with my latest work, what can I do? I can simply just double click this layer and it will open in a new window. Now I have to go back and browse my latest work and just click and just drag it over here and press enter to accept the change, and go to the file and press save, or simply press Ctrl or Command S on your keyboard and just close it, and it will update over here. Now I can save it and I can use it again and again. So this is the mockup. So mockup are very useful and very time saving, just because they are made of smart object. You can create some mockups for yourself, and this mockup I have created. I have also posted the tutorial for this mockup in my previous post. You can go and check my channel. You will learn a lot. Now let's come back to our main topic. Here we have this layer, and let's convert this layer into smart object. Right click the mouse and select convert to smart object, and it will convert this into a smart object. Now we can go to filter, blur and radial blur. You can choose the amount you want, blur method to zoom and quality to good. You can also choose the quality to best, but that would take lots of time, and press OK. Now you can see that this smart object or the smart layer has one more layer, which is called the smart filters, and our effect, which is radial blur, is applied over here. You can see it. Now if we want to make any changes, we just need to double click this filter, which is radial blur, and it will open the dialog box of the setting over here. Now we can easily drag this center point and make the changes and press OK. So it's just a few click away. Now suppose if you want to increase this radial blur and this amount to be, let's say 32, we can do that also and press OK, and see it is applied. But now let's learn one more thing. Now you can even apply further any other filter on it. Go to filter, stylize, and let's say tiles, and select the number of tiles, maximum offset, background color, and press OK, and it is applied. Now you can see, come over here, we have the one title option and one the radial blur, which is applied on our smart object. We can even turn the selectively any of the effect which has been applied on the layer by turning off this eye icon. Like if we turn this eye icon, this style filter has now turned off and it is not visible. Now if you selectively want to apply this effect on the particular area of the image, then what can you do? There is one more option where you can create a layer mask on this layer by clicking this TV like icon from here, or this one, and click it, and it will create a white layer mask. Select the brush, choose the soft edge brush from here. You can increase or decrease the size by pressing left bracket or the right bracket to increase the size, and take the black color from here. If it is not black, just press D on your keyboard and it will turn into a default color, and you can press X to flip it over from this to this, and take this black color and start painting over the, make sure you have the opacity to 100%. Here I have the opacity to 10%. So in order to make it 100%, just press 0 on your keyboard, or you can even select it from here by dragging this slider. You can adjust the opacity. Okay, so let me paint it over his face, and let's say we don't want this effect on the face of the child, and it should only apply on the outer part of the face and rest of the image. So we can do that also. We can also inverse this effect by pressing Ctrl I, and now we have effect only here, not on the rest of the image. So this is the absolute control and the precise control over the smart object. So the using of the smart layer or the smart object is very effective and time saving. whereas the simple layers takes lots of time to have the effect or make any changes. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. And if you like today's episode, please don't forget to hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel for more videos.